Good afternoon. It is my great privilege to welcome you to the 2021 King's University College Virtual Student Awards Ceremony. Although we were unable to gather in person today, we acknowledge that our campus at King's University College is situated on the traditional territories of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenape-Wauk, and Attawandaron peoples, all of whom have long-standing relationships to the land of southwestern Ontario and the City of London. The First Nations communities of our local area include Chippewas of the Thames First Nation, Oneida Nation of the Thames, and Munsee Delaware Nation. And in our region, there are 11 First Nations communities, as well as a growing Indigenous urban population. King's University College values the significant historical and contemporary contributions of local and regional First Nations and all of the original peoples of Turtle Island, also known as North America. The annual Student Awards Ceremony is a special gathering for the King's community. It is an opportunity for students, faculty, staff, family, and friends to come together and celebrate the academic achievements of some of King's finest scholars. It also allows us to thank the many supporters of King's who make these awards possible. Thank you for your continued support of King's students. We will begin today's ceremony with a blessing from Jim Pancho, Director of Campus Ministry and Deacon of Christ the King University Parish, followed by opening remarks from King's President David Malloy. Later, you will hear from some of this year's award recipients, donors, and other leadership at King's. A full list of this year's student award recipients will be presented before we conclude today's ceremony. So, let's begin.
Each year, we come together as a community of faith and learning to honor the achievements of some of our most outstanding students. Irenaeus proclaimed that the glory of God is the human being fully alive. Students engaged in learning, pursuing new areas of knowledge, discovering their gifts, which they then put at the service of the community. Faculty sharing wisdom and imparting it to minds and hearts. These surely are signs of life in its fullness, and such vitality surely reflects the Spirit of God among us. And so today we pray. O Holy One, Creator and Source of all wisdom, you whom we call by many names, we humbly give you thanks and praise as we gather today. We thank you for the support and love of parents and families. We praise you for the years of learning shared here at King's, for the wisdom that has developed and the growth that has been experienced through thoughtful encounters with professors, professionals, staff, and one another. Send your blessing on all of us as we honor these students whose curiosity, diligence, and scholarship have brought them recognition and success. Source of all goodness, help us to honor our gifts by becoming generous citizens. Inspire us to live lives dedicated to the service of peace and justice now and forever. Amen.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Fall 2021 Student Award Ceremony. I proudly bring you greetings from a vibrant campus beside the beautiful Thames River with 100% vaccination rates and no cases of COVID. A campus that's exploring new land development, new international collaborations, and stronger ties with the London community every single day. We've chosen well to come to King's, you and I. This is actually the place to be. So here we are, still in the throes of a global pandemic, a new normal that's filled with the mundane and the unexpected. This may have been the most boring 20 months of your life and at the same time the most challenging and self-reflecting. This has been a major event for the world and one that you'll be talking about for the rest of your life with your friends, family, and future generations. Remarkably, we've accomplished so very much in the face of so much adversity, and if nothing else, you must be proud of your resilience. So tonight we celebrate academic achievement, and that's academic achievement in a pandemic. And the fact that you've had to cope with isolation, quarantining, vaccinations, masks, social distancing, to say nothing of learning online and experiencing that great experiment with all of us. And you've still managed to excel as scholars. And this is truly remarkable, a great achievement. You've dug deep, you've focused, you've worked so hard despite the odds. And if future success is a function of past behavior, the world is waiting for you with open arms. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and to all those who support you, everyone who is in your corner. It's now my distinct pleasure to introduce Dr. Gillian Belfour, an outstanding scholar with a history of excellence in teaching and research, and your VP academic. She's the person who oversees your academic success.
Seeing the faces of students who exemplify academic excellence is at the heart of King's University College. Our student success is in many ways at the core of our mission as a liberal arts institution. There are moments for all faculty when we work with our students and see the spark in their writing, recognize the conviction in their voices when they debate complex social and moral issues, and express their curiosity in their research. Today, we recognize each of you who has shown dedication, compassion, and passion for learning. We're humbled by the acts of kindness and courage that each of you has shown in the challenges of the pandemic, learning in isolation and forging a sense of community and well-being for others. For those who are studying overseas or those here on campus living in residence, you have achieved excellence and are so deserving of recognition. Today, there are 125 students who will be receiving awards at this event, and we will now have the opportunity to hear from some of this year's recipients.
Hello, my name is Victoria Carpenter and I'm the recipient of the Lauren White Memorial Scholarship in Political Science. I'm currently in my third year at King's studying an honors double major in Political Science and Criminology. I'm honored to be this year's president of the King's Political Science Student Association. The KPSSA helps students who are interested in political science learn more about it through events such as debate nights, election viewing parties, and Zoom webinars on important topics. Our goal as a club is to help engage students in politics and do so in a safe and welcoming community. I have also had the privilege of serving as an orientation leader, where my role is to help plan Orientation Week and welcome new students to the King's community. Receiving this award has been very beneficial as I am currently employed in the restaurant sector, and with the uncertainty of the pandemic, it has not been a stable income. This scholarship will help me fund my tuition this year. After I finish my undergraduate at King's, I plan to go to law school and aspire to be a lawyer. I have wanted to be a lawyer since I was in 8th grade, as I have a passion for both the law and for helping others. Thank you again for making this scholarship possible, and I'm so honored to have received it.
Social justice and peace issues have been a part of who I am since my adolescent years, whether through volunteering or working with street-level communities, recent immigrants and refugees, or special needs individuals and families. Over the past couple of years, my particularly focus of study has been on Indigenous self-determination, rights, and freedoms. Presently, I am doing an independent study on the calls to action from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada. I am researching specific actions that King's University are responsible to implement in accordance with the actions of reconciliation. My future goals and dreams are to further my educational journey through postgraduate work, and to be employed at King's University College as a liaison between the surrounding Indigenous communities and the university to create an educational institution that treats Indigenous and Euro-Canadian knowledge systems with equal respect and rejects the racism that is embedded into the colonial systems of education. I know that these are lofty goals, but I am willing to take the challenge as I don't back easily down. Thank you again for your generosity, for choosing me as the recipient of these rewards. I am grateful and honored to be receiving them.
Hello, my name is Bridget Ofosu Andam, and I won the Cahill Family Student Award. I am taking a double major in Social Justice and Peace Studies and Global Development for third year. I'm currently in my third year, and I actually assist in communities by this organization that I started up in 2016 in March. It's called Developing Communities Everywhere Organization, and we currently work within sub-Saharan Africa to provide donations and to also provide programming. I also have extracurricular activities that I'm involved in. I just want to really thank the Cahill family for making this award available to myself as a student. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone. My name is John Swales, and I'm this year's recipient of the Yankee Family Award and the Jonathan Sullivan Memorial Award. I am deeply honored to have this privilege bestowed upon me in recognition of my academic work and my involvement in the community. I am currently involved in my third year at King's University College working towards my Bachelor of Social Work degree. I have lofty goals for the future, and having credentials will certainly help. I do not want to get ahead of myself and stay focused on the moment and doing the best I can. However, I hope to continue my studies at the Master of Social Work level. These awards allow me to focus on my studies and further my education without undue financial pressure. The gift of time granted by this support allows me to provide the ongoing peer support and outreach that I do in the community. I am a mature student that welcomes the ability to focus 100% on my studies. I am humbled and honored by this privilege and the generous support provided. This allows me to further my goal of being a social worker and is a significant inspiration. Advocating for the vulnerable just became more possible as a result of your kind and generous support. Thank you very much.
It's so wonderful to hear from our students. Thank you for sharing what these awards mean to you. I'm Laura Melnick-Gribble. I serve as our Associate Academic Dean, and I have the pleasure of chairing our Scholarship and Bursary Committee. The Scholarship and Bursary Committee received over 1,100 applications this fall. Reviewing these applications was simply inspiring. We are so proud to recognize our students' academic achievements, their commitment to service, and perseverance. My warmest congratulations to all of our award recipients, and my deepest thanks to our donors for their generosity and commitment to King's. I'll now invite Matthew Thuss, Chair of the King's University College Foundation Board, to say a few words.
I am honored to represent the King's University College Foundation at this year's Student Awards ceremony. The Foundation Board is responsible for encouraging and stewarding philanthropic gifts to support the priorities of the college. This includes scholarships and awards, innovative programming, exceptional faculty and research, and campus facilities. As part of today's celebration, we wish to acknowledge the significant contributions of our many donors, and we are grateful to those who support student awards at King's. The generosity of our donors helps ensure the most talented students come to and stay at King's, and that our students not only thrive in an academic environment that fosters success, but also become valued members of the unique community found only here at King's. Before we hear from a few of our donors who have established student awards, I'd like to thank all donors who have supported King's and extend my congratulations to all of this year's exceptional student award recipients. We wish you all the best for your continued success.
I would like to congratulate all of the award winners this evening. In past years, I always loved speaking with the award recipients, and I especially enjoyed seeing the joy in their excited parents' eyes. You should be proud. During my years of being involved with King's, I always thought the combination of excellent professors and small class size was the perfect blend to ensure the students could excel, as tonight's recipients have demonstrated. My family's commitment with King's goes back to the early 90s. My mom served on the King's board and was involved in the campaign to build the Cardinal Carter Library. One of the corner rooms is actually named in honor of my grandmother, Eleanor Ingram. Years later, I joined the board and loved being involved in the building of the Darrell J. King Student Life Center. The Student Council office is actually named in honor of my mom, Joan Smith, to honor not only her commitment to King's, but her lifetime involvement with politics. And to bring us full circle, my dad created the Lynn Cram Student Award in Global Commerce, which is being presented tonight to recognize my involvement on King's board spanning 13 years. King's is an amazing university, and I loved working with the students, getting their perspective on how to not only improve King's community, but I also love sharing their big vision of the world beyond. Congratulations once again on being recognized tonight, and I have no doubt you will also make your mark on this exciting, ever-changing world. Go for it.
King's is a special place for Callum and me in lots of ways. We met each other as English students in our third year, and I've been lucky enough to build my career here, working with students in my roles as an admissions and recruitment officer, associate registrar, and now as director of enrollment services and registrar. When the opportunity was presented to us about contributing a student award, we agreed right away that being able to support an outstanding student in our amazing English department was something we would love to do.
And there are lots of ways of being an outstanding student besides having the highest academic average, although that's definitely an impressive achievement. We wanted to create an award that would recognize English students who have experienced personal growth during their time at King's and who have taken advantage of activities inside and outside the classroom as members of the King's community. We've both benefited tremendously from our time at King's studying English, both personally and professionally. And since we both work directly with post-secondary students in our careers, we're very aware of the challenges students can face when it comes to financing their education.
King's is a place that has supported us both academically and personally, and we're very pleased to be able to support and recognize an English student each year for whom this is also true.
The Jonathan Sullivan Memorial Award was established to honor the memory of our son, who was taken from us unexpectedly in 2012 before completing his Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science and Social Justice and Peace Studies. John was always known for his charming personality, sense of humor, positivity, and ability to make others smile. He had a bright future ahead of him and was unfortunately taken from us far too soon. During the most difficult time of our lives, the King's community, led by Students' Council and Father Michael Bichard, came together not only to support our family, but also to ensure that Jonathan's legacy continues at King's well into the future. Each year, the Jonathan Sullivan Memorial Award is granted to a student who is making a difference at King's and in the London community, a most fitting tribute to honor the memory of our son. Congratulations to this year's award recipients, and thank you for honoring Jonathan's legacy.
This concludes the 2021 Virtual Student Awards Ceremony. Once again, congratulations to this year's Student Award recipients. We are so proud of your achievements and wish you all the best for the academic year. Thank you for joining us virtually again this year. We hope to celebrate next year's Student Award recipients in person. So until then, take care and have a great evening.